Hello, Hamish here from mortgagesonline.co.nz. Today I've got a lawyer with me, Max Gunawan, and we're going to talk about conveyancing, aren't we, Max?
Yes, we are.
In these very interesting times. So, yeah, let's get started on that. So, Max, at the moment, are you seeing much in the way of people settling on homes? It's fairly tricky to do that at the moment, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Interestingly, we are seeing actually quite a few transactions settling, which is actually really encouraging because we had a lot of concerns around how to actually settle transactions during the lockdown period. And the good thing is we found that a lot of the industry has sort of rallied around trying to make this happen, particularly where situations don't allow for transactions to be delayed to a later day. I mean, there's been a lot of creativity about how to go about achieving settlement while not breaching sort of the lockdown period. But the good thing is that we have actually been able to sort of work around a lot of those issues, and it's actually really good. I think the thing to note here is that we want to try to encourage people as much as possible to delay settlement to a later day if possible. Um, and a lot of that is actually sort of trying to make sure that you don't fall foul of the lockdown rules. You really should be going out only for essential services, and if you absolutely cannot settle on a different day, then potentially do that. But otherwise, yeah, you can. We were seeing quite a few transactions that are settling, which is great.
I guess if you are buying at this stage, it is. Are people able to sign contracts and everything at the moment to buy a new house?
Yeah, they can. I mean, we probably encourage people to just approach cautiously when you're buying a property at this stage. A lot of people will need to actually, see a property first before they sign a contract. And at the moment, you might not be able to do that if you're not able to sort of get out of your house. But if, for example, you've got a house that's around the corner from your place, and you're sort of just walking there to have a look at the house, and you choose to actually buy the house, then yeah, by all means. I mean, the good thing is that at the moment, there's actually a lot of lawyers, and we're included in that as well, that are still operating, even though it's actually during a lockdown.
Yeah.
Um, so we certainly encourage, the buyers to still talk to their lawyers before they sign a contract.
Yeah.
Just make sure that all of the conditions that you need are there. But certainly, yeah, absolutely, the
You,
lockdown period hasn't stopped
you
people
can,
signing contracts.
because you can do virtual tours, and you could sign something subject to a physical inspection once the level is changed of the COVID, kind of some kind of wording like that. I'm guessing. Is that what you?
Yes, but that's actually the important part because the conditions will have to be worked around. So that's not X number of working days, but it'll be X number of working days after the COVID level four restrictions actually been lifted, which is actually the important part.
Hmm. And I guess electronic signatures might come into play. You otherwise you need a printer and a scanner, which a lot of people have, I
Well,
guess.
yeah, that's right. But I think for a long time now, the real estate agency industry has actually worked around electronic signatures for a long time, which is great. So for signing agreements, vendors and purchasers can actually still sign contracts using electronic signatures. And there's no really any further requirement to have original signatures anymore, except for a very limited number of situations. And that's been there, I think, since around 2002 from memory.
Hmm. Yeah, interesting times, Max.
Yeah, that's right.
I think. Look, thank you for that, and hopefully, stay safe, and we'll see you in physical body on a better day, hopefully.
Yeah, no, thanks for that. Yeah, it's been really helpful. And I think the sort of last piece of advice that I want to give people is, um, you know, during this time, if you have sort of already signed a contract, we want to encourage people to actually negotiate and talk and establish sort of like an open dialogue with with either the vendor if you're the buyer or with the purchaser if you're the vendor. And keep close in contact with your agents, because if, for example, you're unable to settle for any reason, those would be the people you need to talk to, and just try to just try to get an agreement and see if you can settle at a later time, because we're finding in a vast majority of cases, New Zealand National is actually sort of being very, very helpful around these requests and have facilitated it, which is awesome. But if, for example, you're finding a situation where you have started those discussions and the other side are just saying, no, we need to settle on that particular day, then really you do need to speak to your lawyer as soon as possible if that happens.
Yes, because there could be other options, right?
Yes, that's right.
Thanks, Max. Thanks for coming on, mate. And thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks everyone, and stay safe.